Okay, everybody, here is a new garden tour. Let you see what's been going on in the garden this season since we planted everything. Everything is really flourishing. There is nothing like rainwater to, water your plants with. And it's been really cool. So those cool weather crops like the lettuces and the greens, they have really been flourishing. So I have been taking a lot off and eating them, trying to eat them because see, look at our lettuce, it's just overflowing. So I made my husband a salad today. We had wraps for like the past couple of days. Today I'll be making spaghetti squash, and we're going to have a salad, as well as I'm going to use some of the meat that I'm using to top the spaghetti, to make the spaghetti squash. I'm going to make taco meat so we can have taco wraps, because we really need to use the lettuce we have. I don't want it to go bad. Okay, so here are our tomatoes, and we have like four. That's a little tomato in the middle that my husband planted. That's with seed. So we have 5 here, 4 over there, so that's 9, 10, 11. We have like 12 tomato plants. Yeah, overboard. So they're doing really well, nice and flourishing. And these looked really bad in the beginning, but they're looking really nice right now. And like I said, that's our lettuce. It's doing really well. A Swiss chard is doing well. We have Swiss chard over here. I think that's a bell pepper there. And we have some sage and 2 cucumber plants right there. And my husband just made this arch here for the cucumbers to grow on. And these are our potatoes. Potatoes here in this bin. Look at them blowing up, right? Here's some more potatoes. These are our red potatoes over here, and here's our Yukon Gold. And we have some more cucumbers here. And some more tomatoes. And the cucumbers, like I said, they're going to trellis over this arch here that my husband made. Mustard green, collard greens, turnip greens, all in this bin. And we did use some 7 dust. We try really not to use anything to control pests, but they were just eating up our greens. They really demolished our cabbage last year, so we really need to get those. What are they? White butterfly caterpillars or whatever they're called, because they just really, and they're so gross looking. Here are peppers, cayenne pepper, sweet pepper, and some bell pepper, red and green. Here are some pots, some things my husband made. I think that's basil right there. Not quite sure what that is. Beans in this pot. Some more beans. And like I said, this is our cabbage, and he put the 7 dust on here, so I don't know what it's going to do, y'all. But I would love to not see any holes in my cabbage. Ugh. And this is the bin. I think I've showed you this after he finished this. This is the sweet potato bin. Got about 20-some sweet potatoes in here. They're finally doing well. They don't take off too well until it's like nice and warm. So that's why they still looking a little pitiful. I also found this hose. What is it called? Like a soaker hose at a garage sale last year for like $1. I bought 2 of them. So this worked really well to go in this bin. And he plugs it up, hooks it up when he needs to water. Okay, and this is another bean plant. And I think these are like mustard greens. These are the mustard greens my daughter planted in her cupcake greenhouse. Remember those? Right there too. And then tomatoes back there, tomatoes right there. Here are some beans. We picked some the other day, and I put some in my husband's salad. I sauteed them, put them in his salad. And here's another tomato plant. Now this area a little wild. I really don't care. I do need to get some more mulch to put down in this area. We've been battling this tree that's dropping cotton. But anyway, so I have over here some hostas and sedums and some purple coneflower there in the back, and they have just really spread. I love the purple coneflower. The bees love it. I think I've seen the birds on them too. This is called a milkweed. I think it's called a milkweed. They say the monarch butterflies love it. Now, I did not plant that here, so evidently a bird brought a seed for me, and I thank him. So it's spreading too, because it was only one last year. I think that's a sunflower growing right there. Oops, let me guess. A sunflower growing right there. I did not plant it, so thanks the birds for that one. And here is my lemon balm. I have lemon balm spread all around, and it's just spreading and spreading. It's even spreading in the rocks, y'all. See all this lemon balm. We even have cilantro growing in the rocks, some dill growing in the rocks, but this is lemon balm. It's really awesome if you have a hard time sleeping, anxiety, stress, and see that it's just growing all over the place, the lemon balm. It's even in another area that it blew. But anyway, so lemon balm is really good. They say it's good for ADHD. But I haven't noticed that to be great yet. It's pretty much puts my son to sleep, so it doesn't help him focus. It just makes him sleepy. So, but maybe if you have a child that has a hard time sleeping, or sleeping because they're really active or need a rest, that is the bomb. Okay, excuse the ladder. My husband has to put that back. He was working on the gutters. But, this is my potting bench, and you all saw this last year. My husband made it with some, used wood that we had around. I love my potting bench. And I got some sage up in that thing right there. And I did my little terracotta, container garden this year. I wanted to put more herbs and containers on the patio, so when I need something, I could come right to the patio. Last year we had it in the garden. It was fine, walking over there, because it's not like it's really far, but I wanted things closer. But here we have some peppers, some chives. I don't know what that is. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what a lot of stuff is. I think this looks like basil. If it's not something, that look like basil. Garlic chive. My husband, we need to put some labels in some of this stuff, because I'm not good with identifying. Basil, I do know basil. This is spearmint. My husband put some in his sweet tea the other day. Really nice and refreshing. Our lettuce right here is having some trouble with those. It has to be the cabbage worms, because I took some off of here and the little green worm was on it. Really ticked me off. So I'm gonna probably end up planting some in there, before the season is over. Some more peppers. This is a little sign I made, y'all. I need some more chalk marker, because the regular chalk is wearing off. But I had a little mini palette. Some plant, some water, but God gives the increase. But like I said, I need my chalk marker, so it'll stay on. Eventually I'll do that. But I use chalk paint to paint it. And this little 3-tier thing I got from, it was like far in Illinois. It was like a garden shop, and I just planted. The things are filling a little bit. And here are some petunias that I did from seed last year. That I harvested some seeds from some petunia plants last year. So I can't wait to see what these do. I need to water this, but can't wait to see what they do. They coming along slowly, and I planted those in there. Just some more plants I planted. Here's some cilantro, and here's a variety of some basil, sage in this pot right here. These petunias I found at a church. They were having a plant sale. Got that. I love it. It's so full and beautiful. And this, I think y'all have seen this before. I fill it with plants. Now, I didn't do a lot of annuals this year. I don't know. I still love my annuals, but I don't want to do a lot. I'd rather have something that I could eat. I have a few annuals, and the rest, we need to be able to eat it. Okay, this is my little favorite area, my little ladder that I did last year with the plants. So everything, like I say, still needs to fill in. It still hasn't heated up here very for a very long period of time yet. My little bike, my little vintage bike. We found this like 2 years ago. A neighbor was tossing it. I told my son, I was like, go get that bike. And I put a pot in there. I think those petunias, little mini petunias in there, and they're really filling in. And y'all see all this cotton and mess. Now my little bird feeders. Okay, here's our pear tree. We have 2 pear trees. This is the only one that has pears on it this year. Look like some birds are nibbling on some of the pears, but we'll see what they do. I'm excited to see how big they get, what they do this year. And this pear tree right here doesn't have anything on it. It didn't even have a lot of blooms. Okay, now this back here, I can't go back there, but it's a vine back there. I thought it was grapes, but they're gone. So I don't know what it is. So I don't know, maybe it's like a fake weed or something. I liked it because it trailed and it just, added some greenery. But it might be like a fake, I don't know, fake grapes. I don't know, weed or something. Okay, so now this is the area around the patio that I was telling you all about that we just wanted to do all herbs. I really want some kale around here. So I'm looking for some kale. My husband had some seeds and they didn't come up right. But anyway, so we have some chive, some dill. It's a little sunflower growing in there. What is that? Oregano, some basil, thyme, sage, some lemon balm. See, this lemon balm flew. All that lemon balm flew from another area. That cilantro over there is not doing well at all. Parsley. We have some strawberries growing up in there. So like I said, I would like some kale, and maybe I'll add some Swiss chard here next time just to give it a little color. But all around here, not that area over there, where all the perennials are, but all up in this area, we just want food to harvest. Like I say, so when I come out here, I can just grab some food. And then we still have some space over there. So that is my garden tour. Hope you enjoyed it. So thank you all. This is Nicole with HelpMamaRoad.com. Bye-bye.